Hey YouTube, what's going on? It is Jax here, back with another video, and in today's video, we're going to be playing this very fun Mega Knight bait deck. This looks pretty familiar probably to most of you guys. You've got all the swarmy cards, the Goblin Gang, the Bats, the Skeleton Barrel to bait out their spells, Miner to tank for all those swarms, Mega Knight as your big tank killer, and you actually have the Prince now instead of the Spear Goblins. This variation was suggested me by a friend named Fun BJJ, and I think it's just really fun. I like the Prince. It really helps against like matchups like P.E.K.K.A. and all this stuff where you'd want another tank killer instead of squishy Spear Goblins, and you have plenty of air defense with the Goblin Gang, the Inferno Dragon, and the Bats. So I really like using the Prince, and I'm going to show you guys this variation today. Also, don't worry, I know the Classic Challenge one. I said that in the last video. Classic Challenge video will be my next long upload, and then we'll be going back to the replays. I'm going to start doing replays with other decks, whatever I'm feeling, what I'm pushing. But as I get higher, we'll go back to P.E.K.K.A. and we'll just get back right on the schedule. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the first game. Alright, so we've got our first game here against the Kiao from Kings of Iran. So, we are just going to be doing pretty much nothing with the starting hand, at least for a moment. In just a second, I'll go in for a Miner in the save spot. He's actually going to play a Barbell. So we'll just take this Prince, and hopefully that Barber doesn't get a hit. I'm experimenting with placements. Yes, it does not. And an E-Drag. We might be facing E-Golem, so that's not what you like to see at all. E-Golem is probably one of the worst matchups for this deck. You just can't kill the E-Drag. So I have to cycle my Inferno Dragon towards it. I was hoping I could protect it, but I'm unable to, excuse me. He does get down to Prince on the pump. So this is actually Golem E-Drag, which, believe it or not, is even worse because I don't have a good way to counter the Golem. We do take almost all of his tower there, though. If he goes in for a stupid Golem at the bridge here, maybe we can walk away with defense, and he's not that dumb. Okay. I was hoping he'd be that dumb. So we do need to take his tower here. So I'm going to Prince at the bridge. If I'm not take his tower, we're at least going to get a lot of damage on the Golem. Hopefully we can take the tower. Prince is charging in. We do take the tower. That is huge for us, and I'll show you why in just a moment. So now what we can do is we can go in for a low Inferno Dragon. Prince is going to pretty much kill the Dark Prince too, and you can Skeleton Barrel to protect this Inferno Dragon for the moment, and then zap that. And the Golem is now completely dead, and even though he played his E-Drag, we can go in for a Bats. We're going to kill this E-Drag off before it gets too much value, and we walk away with a really nice defense. That was huge. You see why I wanted to take that tower now, because the Prince killed pretty much all. It took like 1,000 damage off the Golem. It killed a Dark Prince. It took the whole tower. It killed the Barb too. It got us so much value, and what it also allowed us to do was protect our Inferno Dragon. We could play it really far back, and we could still get a really nice defense off. So I'm going to Miner the back corner of this pump while going Goblin Gang with this Prince. He's going to try and protect. We need to go in really aggressively here. Not the greatest Barbell he's looking for. He wanted to kill the Goblin Gang with it, I bet. So we can go in with the Zap now. Just have that Prince stay alive. And yes, we do get it on tower again. One more shot, and we take the whole tower. This is looking so good for us now. We've been able to outplay what would be a really bad matchup, and I think he's given up, guys. We just completely finessed him. We completely finessed a terrible, terrible matchup. I mean, it might actually be a good matchup. I don't even know, but I'm just off the looks. This is like a really bad matchup. We're going to get a really nice 3-crown, and that was just a really fun game overall. You see, got to pressure a lot. I was making sure that I was like forcing out Elixir every time he tried to defend his pump, and then a nice Goblin Gang prevents the Prince from charging onto that. We were able to zap and take the whole tower down. So really nice game, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, so we've got our second game here against Magdiel CR. So good luck to Magdiel here. We're going to wait a moment and see if he's going to make the first play for me, and then we're going to go Miner in the safe spot. And that's just to prevent a King Tower activation. He's actually going to have a Mega Knight here. So I think I'm going to go with a Prince and then Mega Knight on top. And if he supports it with like an Air Troop, I can just switch up my defense and the Prince should counter it. And actually, I'm not going to play my Mega Knight. I just don't know what he has. I don't know if that'd be a really good play or a really bad play. I don't want to risk it. So we'll just send in the Skeleton Barrel. Much less of a commitment. And the Prince will tank for the Skeletons in just a moment. He still has to respond to that. He's going to get a King activation. But I am going to zap. And we're going to maybe keep the Prince alive. No, we're not. So he gets a good King Tower activation. And I need to play a card. So he's got Mega Knight, Tornado, Skarmy. With a Prince as well. He's got his Prince of his own. So these Bats are going to get a little bit of value, but I'm still going to have to play my Goblin Gang here. I'm going to put it all in one lane. Let's see if he's going to predict me. I've got the Prince ready. He's not going to predict me. I'm just going to go in for a Skeleton Barrel. Apply constant pressure. These Spear Goblins are going to be really annoying as well. We can go in for a Zap on this Musketeer. And he does do a set of arrows here. So Okay, we're just gonna keep the constant pressure, and he prediction zaps the bats, but he missed. So he's actually he's playing this. He's looking ahead in this game. But what I think I can do, I'm gonna ignore that. Actually, I don't want to ignore that, but I think I do have to. Only a couple skeleton hits there, not the end of the world. So we'll just cycle our Goblin Gang. If he goes in for a Mega Knight, I can go in for my Prince to counter. If he goes in for his own Prince, we will use our Prince as well to counter his Prince. A lot of Princes right now. So our Prince is going to get up a charge, so is his, but we're going to meet on my side. And I think that's going to be pretty good. So we're going to tank our Prince for the moment with a Skeleton Barrel. And then when it dies, we're going to be able to use our... we're going to be able to use... Or if all things go perfectly, we'll be able to use the Prince to tank for the Skeletons for a little while after he's gotten close to the tower. So I'm actually going to go in for a Mega Knight. I'm going to zap just to keep my Inferno Dragon alive. And Mega Knight's going to do a nice job against this Skarmy here. Hopefully my troops can be efficient in their targeting. Nope, that is not the case at all. They were the most inefficient they could be. So he does go in with a zap to kill my Inferno Dragon. Fine by me. We're going to go for an arrow, or not arrows. Going to go in for a Goblin Gang to protect the Prince. And he doesn't appear to have a great answer for my Inferno Dragon. So we can keep going in for the Inferno Dragon and then Mega Knighting up front. And I'm going to predict his Musketeer with a Mega Knight here. And he's got a Sparky. Yo! What the heck is this? So we're going to go Minor Zap. To get some good damage on the Sparky. And I might have overcommitted there. Why does he have a Sparky, dude? Oh, no. I think I just lost, guys. That was not a good play by me. Need to Goblin Gang out of the way of his arrows. This is actually not bad. Get off a really nice Mega Knight. And, alright, so we just need to set up with an Inferno Dragon in the back. And then we're going to go Skeleton Barrel to protect our Inferno Dragon for the moment. So, yeah, of course, got his Musketeer right there. And this Inferno Dragon is now going to get a ton of value. Prince does get shot by the Sparky, unfortunately. But you see my Inferno Dragon right now is just getting so much value. And I don't think I need to respond to that Sparky. We're going to take the risk. Oh, I was really close. So cycle another Inferno Dragon in the back. We're just going to go with the Skeleton Barrel to pressure him here. And I think I'm actually going to go in for the Prince. Because if he lets this go, then I'm going to get off a really easy defense here. He's going to have to Mega Knight on top. We're just going to play our Goblin Gang. And then we're going to go with Bats here. And Musketeer did not cross the bridge. That was misplaced by me. Okay, I do need to zap that so we don't take too much more damage. And I'm going to let this connect on the side, on that side. I'm going to let the Mega Knight at least connect. And then I'm going to go in with my own Mega Knight here. We're going to go with a Minor on this Musketeer as soon as the Mega Knight crosses the bridge. And then we're going to go in with a really aggressive push here. I need to kill this Musketeer right now. We do kill it. The Inferno Dragon is still alive there, doing a bunch of work. We're going to go in for another Mega Knight at the bridge. We have to go all out on our spam here. The Inferno Dragon is still alive and melting away at everything. Mega Knight's going to come in. We're going to spam our Goblin Gang. We're going to spam everything we have at the bridge. Oh, we got some really nice luck there with the Mega Knights. Okay, we need to go in. Need to zap. We don't get any skeleton damage. He can't guess this Minor. He can't guess this Minor, guys. We have to get the Minor damage. We do get the Minor damage. Minor's on tower, getting chip. And we win! Oh my god! Wow, that was the closest game. Holy. I'm having a heart attack, guys. 3 HP. What a great game. I'm actually having a heart attack. Holy crap, guys. That was a really close game. We had a really nice defense there. We were able to just keep spamming. Put a Minor in front. He didn't guess. He went arrow zap. Our zap came in at the last second. Stole the game from him. Incredible game to share with you guys. And I'll catch you guys in the next game. So we're going into our third game of the video against IR. So let's see what he's got in store for us. We're going to go Skeleton Barrel to bridge first play, and he's going to go Hog Rider. So easy Mega Knight on top of these and all the skeletons. And since he just used his bomb tower there, it's mostly going to die to the skeletons, I believe. And I'm going to... Actually, no, it's got a little bit too much HP, unfortunately. So he's going to play a Knight. So I'm going to go in Minor Bats, trying to detect his air counter here. And it looks like he's got Snowball. Okay, that's the air counter. So we're just going to ignore the Knight, and he's going to try and prediction log. So that's huge for me. He does not have any spells in hand. We go Skeleton Barrel, we tank for the Prince here. He doesn't have his Knight back. He's going to have to play a bomb tower here, and that's not the greatest elixir trade for him. Now he's got his knight back, but we do have the prince on the map, and I'm going to zap, retarget. Oh, we don't get too much damage, though. That was really good, though. That was like, really awkward for him to defend, and especially since he went in for the pre-log, he just didn't have a good answer for our skeleton barrel. So we're just going to be chilling here. We're going to try and use our Inferno Dragon or our Mega Knight every time for the Hog Rider. And we're going to try and keep at least 7 elixir in hand at all times. So we're going to go Miner off to the side. He's Earthquaking my stronger tower. We do get him to play the Knight in the wrong spot. So we're going to get some really nice chip damage. And we get an Inferno Dragon here basically for free. And it's going to give us some really great counter push. So if I go Mega Knight at the bridge here, we're going to still do it. Even though he just played his Musk like that. And then I'm going to try and get his bomb tower out over here. Or I'm going to try and get some, like, yeah, we're forcing some awkward stuff out of him. And we get a nice play onto the Hog Rider. And his log is really late. We're getting a ton of chip. We're going to go in with the Miner just to force out the Snowball here so that I can afford to counter the Musketeer for low elixir. Here comes the Snowball. He does get all the bats. Unfortunately, there would have been a ton of damage if he didn't. So I know I said I was going to try and keep all of my elixir for the hand, but I tried to pre-zap. Okay. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, though. Here comes the Hog Rider. Go with a Mega Knight. So Hog is going to get a hit, and I think this is going to be a pretty difficult matchup. So we need to split lane, and I'm actually going to go in with a Miner on this Musketeer, and then I'm going to go in with bats over here as well. And we do get a nice Miner over there, so he just used his Knight. That Knight is now dead. Miner's at full HP on the tower now. Get the Prince. He's going to zap that. And Hog Rider's going to come in. Knight, unfortunately, is going to come all the way back. But he doesn't have a reset for my Prince at the moment. He's got another Knight, though. So we get some nice chip damage over there. And what I need to do now is I need to cycle my Inferno Dragon. And then we're going to go Mega Knight at the bridge. I do have a Miner in case he tries to Musketeer again. And we're looking really good here. So we're going to go Mega Knight. Going to go with our Prince. And he's giving me a lot of dual lane pressure here, which is something I really like to see. I'm going for a Miner on top of this Musketeer, and then we can go in for a Skeleton Barrel. Need to get a hit. Oh, we don't get the hit on last hit on the Musketeer, unfortunately. That'd have been really nice, but we do get Skeleton Barrel. He missed the Skeleton Barrel. He missed the Snowball. The skeletons are coming in. Oh my gosh. One mistake, and we took his whole tower, guys. Wow. High octane games. Make sure if you are enjoying this gameplay to drop a like on the video. We're going to go in for one more game, and I'll see you in the final one. Alrighty, so we've got a game here against Mustafa from King. So, with this starting hand, we're going to chill for just a little bit. I do have Mega Knight and Inferno Dragon and anything I need to cover my hand if I had gone in for Skeleton Barrel. But he'll make the first play for us. And so with this, I need to make sure if he's got anything for my Inferno Dragon, I need to predict it by going Mega Knight at the bridge right now. And he does. And it does lock onto the Mega Knight. Really nice stuff there. So we're going to go with the Zap there. And unfortunately, I missed one of the bats. But I think he's really low on elixir there. So he's not going to be able to get anything good on this Goblin Gang. Snowball does come in late. And then that's a huge overcommit in my opinion. That is a huge overcommit in my opinion. We're going to go in really aggressive. He's Snowball. You saw how late that Snowball was. It's telling me he's at really low elixir. He does not have an answer for the Inferno Dragon. The Skeleton Barrel pops. He missed his arrows. We take the tower right off the bat. An incredible start to this game. And the Inferno Dragon's going ham on his King too. Look at how much damage we got, guys. Oh, that was really nice. So that's why we went in for the Mega Knight. I knew with the Giant he was going to try and kill the Inferno Dragon. We predicted that he was going to play a Musketeer, able to zap the bats. Then he goes in for an overcommit Graveyard, overcommit Snowball. We take his tower on the counter push. Really great stuff here. And so now we can go in for bats. Just kill this mini P.E.K.K.A. He doesn't have Snowball. He doesn't have arrows. We are looking so good in this matchup so far. But, you know, with Giant Graveyard, anything can happen with those Giants and the Graveyards. And the arrows, he's got answers, he just needs the elixir for them. So we're going to try and make sure he doesn't have the elixir for them. So with no mini P.E.K.K.A., I don't think he's really going to have a great way to respond to this. So we can get some really value zap here. And Mega Knight is going to Giant. He's going to protect his Musketeer, but we killed a whole Giant, which means he's not going to have a very great tank for the Graveyard. And that Princess is still at high HP, which means he's going to have to mini P.E.K.K.A. yet to protect the Musketeer. Low Goblin Gang, try and let this Musket as close as we can. Almost lagged it a little bit there, but as you can see, the Musketeer does fully cross the bridge. We take no damage from that push. We actually have a little counter push too. Little Spear Goblin nibbles, Spear Goblin spears on the tower. So we go Skeleton Barrel just to cycle Prince all the way in the back. Here come the bats for him. So we're going to go with bats of our own once the skeleton barrel's behind. He's going to scar me to protect this musketeer. I'm pretty sure of it. So we just take a quick zap on Prince. I kind of screwed up my zap, but I still think the Prince should do its good job. So we're going to go in for a Graveyard. We're going to go in for a Mega Knight. I probably shouldn't have Mega Knighted there, but when he arrows, we're going to go in for a quick Miner on the Graveyard tank. And then we just need to get back to his zap. He missed the Spear Goblin. That's huge for us. Spear Goblin's going to put in work. He prediction snowballs the bats, but he's not going to get the damage he needs to take the tower. So we have a free counter pushing Mega Knight. We're just going to go Goblin Gang here. And he had to use both of his spells. So if we go Miner, Snowball, he has to deal with 2 lanes of attack now. And yeah, he's going to have to defend that Miner now with arrows. We can go in with our bats here. Just get a quick zap off in a moment as soon as the Graveyard comes in. Zap 442 HP on the tower. That got a little bit closer than I wanted it to, but we do get the win. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to play this deck. I really enjoy just spamming the bridge all the time. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be the Classic Challenge 1. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, comment if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.